Well, good morning, folks. As you can see, winter's back. Plus this heavy wet snow. I just informed my two puppies are out, so it means everything's out. Got no clue what the hell Katie's got. Alrighty, folks, we came and got us a bale. We'll feed him off the hill, so we'll get him down that flat, get him a little shelter, hopefully. Wind's kind of coming straight out of the north on me, though, so not too much shelter. I'll have to figure this one out. But I gotta get him down here so I can at least get some hay on the ground, get some groceries in their bellies, then I can put up that fence somewhere down here in this bottom. Right here, put it and go up and down right here a couple times, get them some feed. Alright, folks, I went ahead and I got some hay spread out down there for them. Now I gotta look at what the disaster this fence is. This heavy wet snow, just along with this wind, just pulled it down. And I got one down there, must have got his ear tag ripped out. I don't know if the fence fell on him what? Oh, yeah. This is a problem with winter storms, spring storms. That adds up a lot of weight. So there, I gotta start working on this. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to aim from at this point. As you can tell, it's still coming down. It's still wet, and it's going to be doing the same thing all day. I don't know if I go to the trouble putting it back up, it's probably just going to knock it back down on me. But I got them down there in the bottom where they're a little bit more sheltered, and we'll get this fence up. Alrighty, folks, I got the fence up around them. I don't got the charger on it yet today. With this rain and snow, I'm gonna have to come out and shake the fence numerous times today, otherwise it'll get built up like that, and it'll drag it down again. So I'm thinking I might go get the pickup and the horse trailer and slide my way in to give them some kind of a windbreak here. Tell them that's what they're mostly doing. It's time to hide behind that bale. So probably what I'll be doing now. Yeah, I'm gonna go warm up a little bit. Been out for 2 hours, so it's time to go warm up a little bit. Alrighty, folks, got the old Dodge warmed up. We're gonna head up the hill here, grab that horse trailer, and get parked down to next to that fence. So the sheep got some kind of wind block. The wind's blowing straight out of the north, so I also got to throw up a wind block for the dairy cow. She's cold. Gotta love these spring storms. This is a prime example of why Marty and I are gonna be lambing out end of May, 1st of June. Is because storms like this. Can you imagine if I was lambing right now? I'd have dead lambs left and right. Just because it's wet, it's cold. It's not the time to be doing this, and that would all be on me. That would be my mistake I made. So, get up here, get backed up to this horse trailer, get hooked up, See if I can't get it down to where I want it to be. So, anyway, alright, I gotta get back up this trailer. Okay, folks, I decided to go ahead and grab that bale. I had it where the cows were over there. I picked it up and brought it over here close to the shelter. And then I decided to leave my bale bed here too. If it gets too terribly wet, I always got my tractor I can grab to pull these out or get a bale with. So I'd rather have this here as a little bit of a wind block for them than not have nothing here. So yeah, now the sheep are done for the day until I get, like I said, I'm going to have to come out and shake off the net a few times, hook up the charger later on. Looks like the puppies ran out of the pen right now, so they're on the loose, but none of the chickens are out. So now next project is building a quick shelter, windbreak, not shelter, quick windbreak for the milk cow. There's the pups. They're coming. So they are pretty good. They're doing really good. I mean, we're close to the house here now, so I mean they gotta go explore. It's in their nature. They gotta go see what's going on and chase jackrabbits. It's been a long winter, so. But I don't know how long they were out this morning. I honestly don't. So they're pretty good now. They're pretty happy to be running around with their sheep. So yeah, next is getting the board for the dairy cow, and I'll record some of that, folks. So I just went ahead and threw up a piece of plywood here. Wind's coming mostly out of the north, so that'll help block her. And I gave her some more cow chow. Alright, so I got warmed up finally. Now we're gonna try to go get them their water. When I moved them earlier, I didn't move their tanks or nothing. The sheep aren't gonna drink no water today. The cows and that cow and that bull still will. So I gotta get them their water tank. But had to warm up a little bit this morning too. And I'm letting this pickup warm up. Edited a couple videos. My camera screwed up on some of my long form videos earlier, so I didn't get all my footage from this morning, but it happens. So we sure are getting the moisture though. As much as I don't like the white stuff, it adds up to a lot of moisture. More so even than just a good rain. Man, I wish I'd have been able to get that field crimped down or something. This would have really helped. Would have really helped lay that mat down if I'd have been able to figure out how to get it crimped with something. But oh well, such is life. You can only do what you can do and keep moving forward, right? So, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and run up and try to get the sheep their water. And shake that fence, because I imagine that there's some buildup on it. Although it's not freezing down, so I don't think there should be too bad on the buildup. But I'll let you know when we get there. Boy, didn't realize my road had drifted in that much already. Barely made it top of the hill. Would have had to figure out a different way to get to the sheep. But see, this is what we deal with in the country a lot. Out here where there's always wind. You know, we might only have 5 or 6 inches of snow, but then you get a drift. You know, that's up there on my leg. And these roads aren't necessarily the best. I would have cut in here and did. It doesn't help to park the trucks here either. But as you can tell, it's the struggle day to day, I guess. But the little B3000 made it up the hill just fine. So now I'll get over to the sheep, get them watered, see what how they're holding out in that shelter, which they really should. They'll be good, because the wind still hasn't changed direction, so I'm really happy with where I put that pickup and stuff. Hey folks, well, they're not all using the shelter. Quite a few of them are though. So I got that trailer and the bale pickup parked over there, so they could get some. These guys are eating, those are huddled up. Two of them. Cow and the bulls over there laying down. Can't even see them. These two, I don't know why, they're not in their kennel, but they were just kind of out laying around, so they must be fairly warm. So now I just gotta go empty out these water troughs and bring them down the hill and check the fence. Nothing's building up on it, so that's good. I didn't think it would be. It's still a little bit more wetter than ice. They're all fairly happy. They got plenty of feed in here now. So I'm going to go ahead and grab those barrels and I'll fill them up, give the puppies their milk, get back to you. Alright folks, got the puppies their milk, got the water over here filled up. Sorry about that wind. It sure has picked up here now, so I'm glad it's not 30 below this wind. But we'll get through it here. This is the last hurrah winter, I would imagine. So, yeah, fun time. Fun times. But, puppies are happy, sheep are all here. And that one that had that ear tag, he must have ripped it out. But I don't think he's bleeding no more. I don't see him bleeding no more, so. What do you all put in your sheep's ears to keep them from ripping their ear tags out? Because, I mean, I think I have a pretty decent little setup here to where they're not rubbing on nothing. They're not in equipment row or, messing around a whole bunch of barbed wire. They're in this netting, and they got the dog kennel. And yet I've had 3 sheep so far pull their tags out. And I do not believe it's these guys doing it, because I never see them messing with the sheep. First time or two I thought, well, maybe the puppies got something, got into them, but they don't care about the sheep no more. They don't, there's nothing for them to mess with. So, I'm not sure what. This morning, maybe the wind and the ice might have blew the fence on the dude. I don't know. That could possibly be it for this morning, but it sure seems like those tags fall out pretty stinking easy. I'll tell you, that wind is not very friendly out there. This summer, so I'm going to be building some sheep shelters this summer, so I have something for them that's easy to pull around. I'm trying to work on designs so something I can get pulled around with the shed, with the four-wheeler, and yet still be good enough that the wind don't blow it into North Dakota. That might be a little tricky. I'm not exactly sure what that's going to entail. If I can get spun around here so I can get back up this hill, that would be really nice. There's a little gravel down here in the bottom, as long as I can get dug down to it. Oh, come on. Little Mazda, don't fail me now. Don't feel like walking to the house. Alright, made it to the top. Now in theory, the worst place I should have to worry about getting stuck now is at the corner up here at the gate. Because other than that, it's all downhill. So if I bury this thing up to over the hood, I'll let you guys know. It's already drifted in the tracks. It blew open when I just went down there. Gotta love spring storms. But it's good moisture. As long as you're not out on the roads. I'm glad I'm not in my semi-truck out on the road. She's looking a mite chilly today. Now, hit the track. Alright. Made it through that drift. Now, like I said, all downhill, but if I get too close to this fence line, I'll definitely bury my truck. And yet the field edge is where my right tire's at the moment. We got it. It's all good now. So, yeah, I've been working on tearing out this fence. So that one there where I just went around, and I've got this section all tore out down in the shop. Obviously the barbed wire it doesn't help with anything I'm doing with the sheep or nothing. And the corners were they were kind of falling down. It's been up there for 20 years. The fence line's been there 20 years, and it needed help. As much as I don't like taking down a fence that's in place when I got so much other I got to do, this coming down into the yard and stuff, it didn't look very good. And when I'm going to be doing the lambing from where the sheep are at and in this area, I'm thinking if I can get the fence down here and behind the shed and stuff, I'll be able to get them on the poly wire quicker if I got a high tensile strand here, and then I can run that up by the trucks up there. So and the fence had to come down because my brother and I are planning on doing some excavating here behind the shops. Yeah, speaking of, I got that shop behind that one there, behind the silver one. It all drains down to it, and it'll actually build up behind it and start leaking in the shop, and it'll flood the shop. So we gotta dig out this dirt. We're gonna do a pretty good section here, so we could actually build a building, another one, extend that shop out, or make a place to park some equipment and stuff, so it's not right in the yard. But I'm gonna have to go check that and make sure there's no water leaking into that, since I've thought of that now. So, alrighty folks, that'll do it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope it's sunny where you're at, or you're at least staying warm.